Epic Gaming Night is sponsored by Analog Gamer. Check out Analog Gamer for high-quality board game apparel. You can find Epic Gaming Night shirts and much more at analoggamer.com. This is Epic Gaming Night, a podcast about board games and the stories and relationships they create. Welcome to the Epic Gaming Night podcast, a podcast about tabletop games, but mostly board games. I'm your host, Roy Candy, and with me as always is Rob.
Hello. Hi. Hello.
And we're
used to following Matt.
Yeah, Matt had to
he got sick, actually. Yeah.
So. But we are at Mace 2016 doing a little bit of recording with our friends here from Rolling Dice and Taking Names.
Yay!
Yay!
I don't know where I'm supposed to look. Am I supposed to look at y'all? Do I
There's
look
the
at
camera right
Do I
there.
look at the camera?
Hey, everybody in
I'm
the audience.
confused. There's
Yes.
another camera that somebody has set up over there.
Yes.
Hey,
I'm very confused. This is too high tech for me.
just wait till we insert the Matrix thing in the back of your head, and then because this was supposed to be the VR room we were supposed to be borrowing, so
Go on.
no VR showed up. This is actual
Can we
virtual reality.
choose, though, like when you do load us back up in the Matrix, what reality you want?
No.
Like, no?
You have to be like a farmer in some Euro game.
No.
Awesome. So we're going to talk about what we've been playing and a bunch of different things like that and what's been going on. But first, I want to get the Rolling Dice Taking Names guys to tell us a little bit about what they're about.
Well, first, welcome to Charlotte, our hometown. It's
Right.
great for all these people to be coming in here. This is the some other people be coming up later, and it's welcome to all you guys. Well, actually, we have one here, Draft Mechanics, actually in Charlotte.
Yeah.
This is our, fifth year for Mace in Charlotte? It's fifth or sixth year. We've kind of made this one of our home conventions. It has been our home until MooseCon came out last year, and it's like, hey, we get two home conventions. So it's great to see this con growing, and it's great to see other people, other content creators coming to the convention and just kind of raise it up and give more exposure to us. That's really cool. So welcome to Charlotte.
Actually, when I first started gaming, I went to Mace back when I was in High Point because that used to be a lot closer for us, but it was a lot smaller back then. Too,
Yeah,
so.
and that's where let's try that again. That's where this one came from.
Yeah.
It was based in High Point, and he wanted to move it someplace where he could get a little bit bigger space. And it's been in this hotel for quite a while, and it's a decent size. I mean, 600-700 people, I think, are in attendance every year now.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what games are you guys currently excited for?
Or what games have you been playing here at the con?
Oh,
That's two
Besides
different questions.
Besides Strike.
Because the one we're playing right now, Tony is not excited about, but I'll let him talk.
But that's okay. We'll let that one just slide. We'll talk about it later when we release our episode. We'll be talking about that. But the one we are very excited we get to play later today is the Great Western Trail. We get to roll that one out. So that's going to be exciting. Yeah, I hear that. Oh, man. So, another worker placement type game. But as always,
It is not a worker placement game.
Everything's a worker placement
That is
game.
nowhere close to a worker placement game.
Is there a cowboy and is
But
he
you
moving?
don't put him somewhere to make him
goes
do
to a
something.
town.
He moves, but you're not placing him to activate.
Are you
action.
moving him to a
We're
town?
playing a worker placement game right now downstairs. Feast for Odin
We are playing
is
a Tetris
100%
game right
worker player game. Yes, it's a Tetris game, but you're using workers in order to set up your Tetris board.
I thought me and Rob argued about
Yeah.
stuff a lot, but you guys
But-
take it to a whole new level.
But to start off the con, as always, we broke in here. We got here at 8. We went over to the Chick-fil-A. Excellent place. Plenty of food. Can't beat the Green Goblin. Not the
Grinning Goblin. Green Goblin.
It's all the same.
That's,
But anyway,
that's not as appetizing.
That's not as appetizing. But then, of course, Strike hit the table.
First
Love
game of the
Strike.
con. That is, let's see, that was the first game at which conventions this year? It was
Origins.
at CMON Expo, Origins. I did it at Gen Con, even though you weren't there. MooseCon,
Yeah,
and now
MooseCon.
Mace. So I've kicked off 5 conventions this year with Strike.
And Rob got his French version of Strike.
I did not realize that it was French. I just saw Strike for sale, and it's really Strike.
So,
Yeah.
so it's La Gladiators in a Lorena.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But the rules are pretty simple. But I remember taking out of the box and not understanding a single thing. But it's Strike.
There's nothing there to understand. It's a
dice in a
bowl.
bowl.
It's dice in a bowl.
And I got excited because I paid $35 for Dice in a bowl.
Thank you.
Once again, I have proven that it's not just dice in the bowl, but that's okay. We won't even go there and argue. And then,
Hey, I still love it though.
Good gosh, really great. And then other fun games is I got to demo the Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle this morning. Sorry, I hope you guys can get down later, which is a very, 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 it might be very light deck building game, if we can call it that. Would you say that?
Oh, it's a deck building.
It's
game.
a deck building game. Yeah, we went to book 4, but anyway, and got to do that. And then, of course, while you were busy eating, I was playing Thunder Road. And Kevin and I were out there playing, and I'm sorry, Tantrum.
Yeah, do not reference people that people don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
how long have you been podcasting?
Not long enough. So anyway,
I can see him on the 360 camera right now.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not sure which camera to look at. But,
I'm just mesmerized by it. We're all on there. So anyway, squirrel. But anyway, that's what we've been doing. And now, like you said, a Feast for Odin.
Feast for Odin, the new game from Uwe Rosenberg.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. This is
Euros.
This is what your third or fourth time playing?
This is my third. I got to play with Draft Mechanic over at Extra Life campaign. What did we raise? 7,000 for that?
I don't know. I didn't get to go.
8.
That's awesome.
Eight.
Congratulations.
Looking over at Draft Mechanic, did you guys like Feast for Odin? Did you like it?
Yeah, I loved it.
You did? Okay.
Well, she's Tetrisy. She was over there. If I do this and move it this way, I can have all this enclosed. And if I put this piece that looks like a bunch of...
3 points.
Oh, we won't talk about points. He won, and then this thing that has looks like teeth, and then she did this, and I'm like, whatever.
That made a lot of sense, I'm sure, for everybody listening to this.
Yes.
That's the kind of review I'm going to give it. So anyway, yeah, we're playing that.
Let's see what else. So you said Great Western Trail. I'm excited about Great Western Trail. When Great Western Trail was first announced earlier this year as one of the designer series from Stronghold Games, it's an Alex. Is it Pfister or Feister? Pfister
is what they say.
And I love the previous games he come out with. We just happened to get it yesterday. Just by reading the rules, I can already tell there's a couple mechanics in this game I'm really going to enjoy. One of them is the Terra Mystica Scythe type thing, where you have pieces that you remove from your board that open up other abilities, and those pieces are placed in other places to activate other things. So they're like dual purpose.
Nice.
I just really, really enjoy that mechanic, and that's one of the core mechanics of this game.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds actually really cool.
Yeah, I know that's one of the ones that people were excited about from Essen, from Stronghold with their Terraforming Mars and stuff.
Stronghold's been killing it.
Yeah.
I mean, you said you're playing Terraform, or have played Terraforming Mars.
We just finished playing Terraforming Mars.
Did you like it?
It was pretty good. Like, me and Rob are known for playing thematic games and games that are more cut each other up and stab each other and lots of story. So this was very much out of our normal wheelhouse. But I do pretty good at Euro games for the most part. But it's all just figuring out how those engines build and mechanics and stuff like that. Ended up coming in second. Rob was in third, and our friend Trevor, who played it a bajillion times, was in first. That's how Euro games normally work. But it was pretty fun. I definitely liked the theme. It was great on it overall. And yeah, the cubes. I like the little metallic looking cubes.
Yeah, the pieces are
Yeah, I
nice.
thought the components were well. I will just say though, Trevor, if you are listening to this, you are terrible at explaining rules. So we learned as we were playing.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, guys, well, you see, I'm going to do this and get 10 points. If you would have gotten that card, you could do this as well." And hey, guys, well, I'm going to tell you now. When you have a city and you surround it, you can get points by doing that. Oh, so we didn't know we should do stuff like that. So it was a fun experience.
I've been accused for doing that. I've been accused for being that guy when we get to the end game scoring. It's by the way,
and you get points
if you
for
had done
this.
for that, you got points for that, and I just happened to do that. So.
However, we literally covered every single piece of Mars.
Dude, it was
We
ridiculous.
ran out of everything.
The entire face of Mars was completely terraformed.
Well, you're supposed to terraform the whole thing.
Well, we did.
Okay.
We definitely had forests everywhere. Like the CO or the oxygen level was up all the way halfway through the game.
You're breathing good. Breathing good at Mars.
Yeah. It was awesome. I definitely love the theme of that game, especially with all the stuff that's going on with SpaceX and all that stuff. It's definitely exciting to have games in that topic.
Are you gonna go?
To Mars? No.
$200,000.
No.
That's
No
it.
thanks.
But you can't come back.
Well, no. They're talking about using recyclable parts and recyclable engines and building a whole station there so they can send you back. But
What's the
the
chances
first
you
trip
even make it?
the first trip is you're going to be there for a while. But
Yeah.
there is a chance of coming back.
I'm cool.
No.
I like Earth. I'm cool with Earth.
Yeah.
Earth already has plants and animals and water. Why wouldn't we stay here?
I'm cool with it.
Nice. Awesome, guys. Well, do you guys have any projects or any podcast things that are going to be coming up that you guys want to talk about, that you're excited about?
Well, coming up, we'll definitely have Jeff Engelstein's going to be on. He
Nice.
is going to go over Fog of War with us.
Oh,
so
awesome.
we're excited about having Jeff on.
Another Stronghold game.
Another Stronghold game. Yes, good gosh.
It's like Steve Abonicor's paying us, but he's not.
He's not.
He's everywhere.
It's
The
unreal.
Podfather is everywhere.
Yeah, and then of course we'll have, to wrap it up, we actually had a very good discussion with Nick Mettinger from Fun Again Games. He came on and he was talking to us about some of the challenges that they have in getting the games to those consumers. And it's just amazing. I mean, when Tantrum House is over there, they understand Kickstarters and all that stuff. But just like he was telling us this story of where he opened up a container cart and it was
From Germany. It was shipped from Germany.
Yeah, because he was getting his acid, and it was
Years ago.
full of water. Not this year, don't worry, people. But he was just, everything was soaked. So all the games, and he was just talking about all the, moldy, smelly. It was just amazing. And then, of course, we'll have our squirrelies coming on starting next year.
Yeah,
so we're really excited.
Late January, beginning of February. We've already started talking about that. We'll have our anniversary episode in December, which is typically where we do usually our annual survey, so people can tell us how bad we are,
Yep, like
and
that.
what we need to improve on. So we'll be doing that again, and we're already talking about some new merchandise ideas for next year. We're talking about Analog Gamers, on y'all's show.
Gamer.
Yeah, everybody's wearing Analog Gamer shirts around here and everything. It's like, so we're talking to Brandon about doing some new stuff for us,
Nice.
and maybe some additional things even beyond shirts too.
cool.
So we're going to be looking at that for 2017. I'm already started planning for cons. Tony has already planned his Rocky Mountain vacation next year, the gaming vacation in
Is
Colorado.
that going to take up your one con you're allowed to go to? For the year?
Actually, like I was pointing out, I get 3 cons now because
Okay.
I got Mega Moose Con in the summer. Then we got Mace here.
Those are local; those don't count.
Well, ask my wife that.
Yeah, ask the wife. Yeah.
There you go. I mean, it's not like some people who can bring their wives to the show and push them around and stuff like that.
Which is cool.
Which is cool. But all in all, it's going to be fun next year with Rocky Mountain. I just have to get ready for the altitude and the altitude sickness, so that should be a lot of fun. But anyway, and then of course the Jack Bassel Memorial Fund, our Squirrels in a Box. We'll close out, and we've got to figure that out.
So when does this come out?
I'm going to try to put it up as soon as possible.
Okay, so if up until November 20th, I wish I knew what the auction number was. You can go check out our Guild 1589. We have a posting in there for our Jack Bassel Memorial Fund. We're giving away a box of squirrels. Basically, it's the largest first priority box that we can have. We're just going to cram it full of stuff.
So 100%
Random
moon
stuff.
pies, or
No, I promise you, it will not be 100% moon. There will be at least.
I can't ship RC because it is a liquid. You cannot do that.
There will be at least one moon pie guaranteed for in there.
Nice.
And a lot of other things. And we're actually going to do one more push for that. See if we can get some more interest in that. I think we're thinking about maybe upsizing the box. And all right, fine. If we maybe hit a certain point, we'll make the box even bigger and throw more stuff.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, the Jack Bassel Memorial Fund is definitely important because they help out a lot of gamers in need, like things catastrophic events that happen to people. So definitely go and check out that whole forum or the whole geek list on Board Game Geek, and if you can auction to something on
I'm
that.
actually doing another one too with Chaz Mahler from Paradise.
Team Vest.
Team Vest. Next year at Origins, we've invited somebody to come play a game with us, and they can be an honorary Team Vest member and actually get their own vest.
Oh snap! That's awesome.
And then I'm getting ready to go to BGG Con next week.
Nice.
So that'll be fun. So I'm planning to see shaking his head.
Marty just goes to all the conventions, and Tony's just like, "Wife, please."
I've already built a deck of Arkham Horror LCG. We're going to be playing a game with Rodney Smith and Rich Summer while we're there, so that'll be fun.
Tony's just sad.
Just whatever. That's awesome. I'm
And
glad you get
meat. We're going to have meat one night.
You're gonna have meat. You're gonna go to
The Heartache,
the
Heart Six,
Heartache,
12-8,
the
whatever
Double
it is.
Six,
Heartache, Double
the
Sixes,
Snake Eyes, whatever that
It's
place is
this
in
big.
Dallas.
What is it? It's not a buffet.
It's not a buffet. You go up to basically a fire pit and you say, "I want that piece of meat." And you take that piece of meat.
Oh
and
my
I've seen
God.
pictures.
It's
Just
incredible.
meat.
It's like, I'll take 2 ribs. Give me a
gotta be
pound of
careful.
that.
Yeah, you gotta be careful because when you go up to that register and that weight starts, and you'll be like,
Pay by the pound.
You pay $25. You're like, what? How did that happen? So anyway, but no, it should be an exciting year of 2017. Looking forward to it, as with all of us, and hopefully we will continue to ride that fine board game bubble that's going on.
Yeah.
Right. Awesome, guys. Well, where can people find you if they're looking for
We're right here. Oh, you mean other places besides here?
Oh my heavens! You can find us at the Rolling Dice and Taking Names website.
That's not even close. It's rolldicetakenames.com at Dyson
How many years
Names.
y'all been doing this now?
Yeah, I know, really. That's why
I'm
I
gonna
usually
do
do
this
this part.
social stuff.
The Twitters at Dyson Names are BGG Guild, which is really active, is 1589, I believe.
1589.
He has an Instagram account at Dyson Names, and we're on iTunes and Stitcher and
Snapchat.
yeah, which we never use.
And when's your Pinterest page going up?
No,
Nice.
no, not Pinterest.
Yeah, one of these days I'll get. We shortened it up. Our email is this. Our webpage is this.
It's all the same. Roll dice, take names
it is.
everywhere.
No wonder I can't get in.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
All right. Well, we appreciate you taking the time to have us on, and now we're going to go down, and I'm going to go lose in a feast for Odin.
Awesome, guys. Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Yeah,
Thank you so much
guys.
for having
We
us, and
appreciate
thanks
it.
for coming up. And we never
Absolutely.
got our game of Ashes in, did we?
No, we did not. And I didn't bring my deck this
I didn't
time
bring
either.
mine either.
Yeah.
But
Lord of the Rings.
But I've been to the your local game store a couple times.
Yes.
Went to a couple tournaments, placed well. So next time they do a
He
tournament,
got a little bit sad after Gen Con and got
I
smashed
got
pretty
wrecked
bad.
at
He's
Gen
been a
Con.
little bit lower on the Ashes
Oh, I
totem
got
pole because he
wrecked so
learned
bad.
how he wasn't the best.
You didn't
so.
finish last at Origins like me.
oh,
I didn't finish last at Gen Con either. But I will say the Ashes community is very active.
Tough
And,
competition.
Man, just some of the combos. What was crazy is some of the cards that made it into the championship round that actually won the game were cards I never would have thought of. The Three-Eyed Owl was actually what pretty much won the
Lots
game.
of cold decks and stuff
And
like that too.
yeah, Cole made top 8. 2 cold decks made top 8.
and it's like I didn't think anybody was even playing Cole.
Right.
Nobody, and these guys just came up with this crazy algorithm. If they did this and did this, they can really buff him up past his 16. And it was just stupid the way that they were able to manipulate cards. And I'm just like, no, man, it's just the card art's pretty. Let me put it in my deck. And so
That's why-
I still had fun. But yeah,
That's
I
why
got
Arkham Horror LCG, it's co-op. So everybody
Yes.
helps each other. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, if you tweak your deck like this, we can have a better chance of winning. So that's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Awesome, guys. Well,
Thank
thanks
you.
so much.
Thank
Thanks
you
so
guys.
much.
Hope to play some games with you later.
Yes.
Awesome. Cool.
Next.
I guess we'll have the guys from Tantrum House come up. Introduce yourselves.
We'll jump in. I'll let Kevin have the middle.
What's the dice for?
We're supposed to juggle that the
Just gotta
entire
throw
show.
it out.
Nice. Thanks so much for coming on the show, guys. If people don't know what Tantrum House is or what you guys are about, can you tell
Oh,
us
let
a
me
little
see
bit
that.
what's going on?
Oh my gosh, you got
Foam
a toy?
dice.
You brought a toy?
Absolutely. We are board game reviewers primarily, but we kind of cheat and do everything that we can possibly. We had a game on Kickstarter last year that we funded.
Yeah.
We have an Etsy store where we sell Board Game Geek junk. And we review games, we do Kickstarters, especially, that's one of our things that we focus on, and then we try to keep everything really concise. Like, that's our goal. Keep it short and quick and really high quality. So
Nice.
We try to live that.
Yeah, I know you guys have your fingers in a little bit of everything.
Probably
Not a
too
lot-
many
too many
things.
things.
You've had like live plays with your 360
Yeah, we
camera
got
and all
going
that
right now,
stuff.
actually, so
so.
we'll probably share that later too.
Kickstarter, though.
Kickstarter reviews. So like what's coming to Kickstarter next month, we try to capture like a bunch of stuff, get in touch with a lot of people.
Coming to Kickstarter to pay for next month, but then not coming into your doorstep to 2019.
Right.
That's been my experience so
Yeah,
far.
or later.
Yeah.
if you're lucky.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ours is out there. We finished our Kickstarter in March.
Yes.
And we've delivered 99% of the material.
There's a
to all our
couple of
backers.
people.
We ran into
They're
a couple of
coming
issues.
soon.
That's right. It's coming.
What's the name of the game?
Steam Court is the game. It's a 1 to 12 player trick-taking, ladder climbing, unique player powers with victory points, steampunk themed. Yeah, everything
Yeah.
in there. So
Yeah, I definitely like the art and presentation for that game. I played it, I think last year at Mace was the first time I had ever played it. So
excellent.
I think we had some
Yeah, that's
prototypes
right.
there.
Awesome, guys. So what games that are out there are you guys currently excited about?
Go ahead. You go. I'm a huge fan of Captain Sonar. I've been loving that game recently.
Yeah.
I'm trying to play it as much time as I can. I love playing the real time. My voice is shot today, otherwise I'd be playing it all weekend. I have a blast with that. It's super fun.
So Scythe, I'm still enjoying playing that as many times as I can. I just started Seafall Prologue last week, so haven't.
Did
even
you
gotten-
make it through the prologue?
Made it through the prologue.
Okay, that's
With-
a good
But you still want to keep playing?
Still want to keep playing.
Okay,
They-
good, because I want to. Roy doesn't want to.
You don't want to play. Keep
So
playing.
I may have
no,
watched
we-
some spoiler things.
We
so
haven't played yet. We're
Okay,
trying
don't
to
tell
find
me
out.
the spoilers.
Yeah, plug our ears.
We'll let them play.
But so I'm interested in playing through it with some friends, and yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Super exciting, guys. So, do you guys have any upcoming projects or anything you guys are working on or things that people can look forward to?
Yeah, so some things that are coming up are, you can go to our website and
Get a dice ball.
get a dice ball or t-shirts or whatever.
Thank you guys so much for donating this.
Yeah,
this
they
is
gave
a
it
nice.
that.
It's on camera. They gave
Hey,
this. to you.
enjoy that. You enjoy that.
Yeah. We are going to launch a Kickstarter in February for our 4th season of our video game reviews, and we'll have some promos.
Video games?
Board game
Yeah.
Okay.
Video
Totally
board
confusing.
game reviews. We'll have promos on there, t-shirts. Some companies that are going to be donating some will be Stonemeyer, Daily Magic Games. We're talking to other companies to get some cool stuff.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're changing up the season just a little bit because in previous years we've taken the summer off. That just seemed like the thing that fit for our
But
schedules.
that's when we get all the board games.
Yeah, that's when all the
con
conventions
season.
are.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're switching that up a little
We're gonna
bit.
switch that this year. Take a little like January, February break, and then jump back in. Brand new show, a couple new formats,
Yeah.
new website. We'll be redesigning everything.
So do you guys go to a whole bunch of different conventions around? Which conventions do you guys normally try to hit?
We hit a lot of the big ones. We hit Gen Con, we hit Origins, Mace, obviously. Anything close. We were in South Carolina, Greenville, South Carolina. So
I think Origins is my favorite.
Nice.
A lot of people are saying Origins because you have the whole thing of the hall where you can still go buy your games, but it's not too big.
Yeah.
Where it kind of feels like a Mace where you can just find a table, sit down, and play.
Yeah. And I enjoy like just socializing with people.
Yeah.
So you have all the people, all the industry people are there,
Yeah.
and you can talk to them. You can't do that Gen Con.
And I
Gen
heard
Con,
the
you're like,
food-
hey, God, sorry, I gotta go.
The food at
It's
Origins
definitely like
is
that.
probably one of the best.
Yes.
Columbus
Yeah,
is great
everyone
for
is like
everybody. That's
that.
my hometown. That's where I grew up at. So
Okay.
that's a great visit back. We actually usually stay at my grandparents' house. They live right up there, and
That
like
works
just
out.
chillax. So it's a great
Do
weekend.
you get your grandparents to play some games with you while you're there?
Actually, my grandpa like is a card shark hardcore. So we
Nice.
taught him how to play Steam Court, and he beat everybody like first time he played it.
So he was your lead play tester?
Yeah, exactly, he was.
That's awesome, guys. Awesome. So if people are looking to find your stuff, where would they be able to find those things?
TantrumHouse.com is our website. We are on all the social medias, Facebook, Tantrum House. Is Tantrum House Games? Tantrum House.
Just Tantrum
House. Twitter is at Tantrum_House. Instagram.
YouTube's the big one. That's where we put our shows out.
Yeah,
Every
please
week we launch
check
a
out
new review. So every Friday and most Mondays we've got
Good
new
stuff.
fresh content. So
Awesome.
Would love to have people subscribe.
Yeah, definitely make sure to check these guys out.
Thanks.
Awesome, guys. Was there anything else you guys want to say before we peace?
Hey, there's your dice ball.
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah, but does it
appreciate
roll good? Is the tantrum?
It's rated to 6.
Hey, guys. Tantrum
The
House is
Tantrum
on
is
the
a
1
one.
instead of the
Yeah.
6. That's disappointing, guys.
No.
I feel like
way you
Tantrum
can
should
see
be
it.
at the 6,
Okay.
not the 1, because we want you guys to be like the best, not the worst.
Yeah.
Snake on. Maybe you're playing the wrong game. I don't know.
I mean, I guess there is a lot of games where you need lower dice sometimes. Just depends on the game. That's when you bring this down.
That's right. Exactly.
We need to play Captain Sonar
Yeah, definitely.
before we go.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Yeah, we need to do it.
8 player.
Awesome. We'll hit that up.
Thanks for letting us come on.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming on. We appreciate it. Very much so.
All right.
See y'all.
Cool.
Soon?
Awesome. So next we're gonna have the guys from Draft
Nope.
Mechanic.
Nope.
No, we're not gonna have.
Nope.
Guys,
We're done. Thank you guys so much for coming on today. We appreciate it. I couldn't make the draft, so I'm a little
Yeah.
bitter about that.
Hey, you were invited.
It's all right. You can do
Stuff
what Roy
came up.
does and not touch his team for the entire season.
Hey,
Dude,
Roy,
I am
don't
not
touch
a
your
min.
team. Don't touch your
I'm
team
actually
again,
really.
please.
Okay, can you tell everybody before what this
Okay.
is before we go into it?
Let's introduce ourselves. Hi, everybody. I'm Jake.
Danielle.
We are Draft Mechanic. We are a podcast about board games, craft beer, and anything we can do to tie the two together. So for our anniversary, our first anniversary this year, we decided to do something that just seemed like a crazy thing to do. It was the beginning of football season, and Danielle and I were pretty much just on a long drive somewhere. We're just like, what are we going to do? Let's see if we can draft, some teams. Y'all draft some board games. You draft some board games. We'll see whose team is better. And then that evolved to, let's get in touch with a bunch of other people and run a fantasy board game league, which is the craziest thing. It's 11 of us total. It's you guys, Dukes of Dice.
Yeah.
What'd you play this week? And Boards Alive. And we, 11 of us, have a team of board games. We drafted 10 games, 3 alternates, and my lovely wife Danielle has been
Lots of work.
crunching 2 hours of spreadsheets every
love
Sunday.
spreadsheets.
She really likes
And I love them
spreadsheets.
less now than I did in
But-
September.
So talk about how this thing actually works.
So everybody's got 10 games that are on their active roster, and based on average rating on BGG, change in rating on BGG, and play counts per week on BGG, each game gets a score, and you add that up, and then we throw in our user or our listener votes, where everybody's team is put up against each other on a vote, and whatever percentage of that you get, you'll get some points added to your score, and whoever has the higher score that week gets the W.
Yes.
And everybody's going to play everybody in the league plus the average 1 week, and at the end of, I believe it's 11 weeks, there's going to be a playoff and then a final.
Mm-hmm. And we are in week 10 right now.
We are.
So this is week 10, and week 11, you and I are finally battling.
You got it. You win. I concede.
The bottom of the we're both, I think, 1-8 right now.
I'm actually really disappointed. So
Matt's doing good.
So, no. Matt's doing terrible. So I drafted my team. The way I drafted my team was like I picked games that I like, which like I think a lot of the other players were like, let me go in and crunch the numbers and figure out what, like, this is what people that do like drafting do. I'm not into sports, so I've never done like fantasy drafts at all. So I'm just like, this game's cool, that game's cool. I bet people are gonna play that and rank it highly. So I got like Mansions of Madness, Star Trek Ascendancy, like all these cool games that I think are exciting and are like new. And I'm like, yes, I love these games. But my team has like lost every single matchup except for when I played against Matt. And then Matt lost to me, and I'm like so sad because I wanted to lose every single one. like once you lose enough times, your goal to becomes like lose everything. Yeah. But I was like, oh man,
it's been really, really interesting to watch this because it's not just like Sean from the Dukes of Dice was the #1 draft, and he got to pick first. He took Scythe, was the #1 draft pick overall, and it did really well. But the hype actually started to die off on that game just after Essen, and other stuff started to really come up. Like I took Terraforming Mars in the second round, and after it hit Street, I just like started getting slammed on plays every week. It's so cool.
Yeah.
And Matthew from Dukes of Dice picked up Mechs and Minions, and to his credit, it took him like 2 days to email me to pick it up, and he picked it up. And
so you can pick up games.
Pick up stuff. You can also trade things in off your bench.
Is my bench doing way better? Is my bench doing way better than like my? Like I was just like bench a couple last picks, whatever is cool.
Deception Murder in Hong Kong is doing better than literally every game you have in.
Hey, it's a great game. I love Deception Murder in Hong Kong.
Put it in.
You mean we're actually supposed to like switch things out and do stuff with this? I thought we just watched it tank.
Roy, if you don't want to switch anything else in, that would be great because currently I'm probably going to beat you in week 11. So I appreciate that.
I've come to expect that. So,
but it's been so much fun, and like we're learning so much more about stats and how Board Game Geek operates, and how like hype doesn't matter as much as we hoped it does. Like I took Vast, the Crystal Caverns, for my very first draft pick, and benched it the second week because nobody plays it because it didn't get out to a lot of hands.
Right. It's a pain to teach.
And I haven't played ours yet either.
Kind of neat though, because like I can look at the ratings, and I knew last week that some guy in Poland logged all his plays because he had just signed up for an account, because everybody across the board had like one thing that was ridiculously higher than it should be. I'm like, oh, thanks that one guy in Poland. You really made my life better.
Let me guess, it was all Euro games too, and it didn't hit any of my lists.
I think it did hit you, but it wasn't something. It was like TI3.
Yes, finally,
TI3 got to play.
But yeah, it's really exciting. So we got week 11. Well, week 10 will be roughly when this one comes out. We'll have finished. Week 11 voting will be that week, and I think the weekend after Thanksgiving is the first playoffs week, and then the Super Game Bowl night thing that we haven't really titled yet. The final.
Is it even close though? Like, or is everyone either doing really good or really bad?
There is definitely some middle of the road. There's a bunch of like 5 and 4 right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good though. So that you know, like, your algorithm is actually working. It's not teeter-tottering one way or the other.
Are some of the people that are doing better, like min-maxing their stuff and switching things around, or they just got the good games?
I haven't gotten a couple of emails in like a week or two.
Cool. They're like, this is my team, and
there was a push at Essen when Essen stuff started to sort of levelize, because everything started out really high, and you're going to get a lot of negative points when people bring their rating down to where it should actually be. It was 9 and now it's down to 7. But then once the plays start to kick in, it's good. So once Essen leveled, it was not a whole lot of changing at this point.
I would love to see like what more could be done with it, and like how big this could get. Even though like I'm not like a super like draft football draft person. If you want to do more with it, Roy, you can do more. I'm sure a lot of people will be super excited about it. So
yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's some guy out there that can dig into the Board Game Geek APIs and come up with a way to like automate a lot of this stuff. But like as it is now, I expect we're going to do this each year because this has been a lot of fun. But from that reaction, you can tell we're probably not going to make this any bigger than maybe 12 teams total.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Because
That's
it
a
works
whole
out
year
really
away.
well.
I'll forget.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's been so much fun, and it's really cool to see the way that the SN and Gen Con hype affects things. And, you know, I still think, like Matthew Ward with the Dukes of Dice, he started off as kind of a middle-of-the-road team, but he played the game. He really paid attention to stats. He jumped on Mechs and Minions the second he got it, and now he's been pulling in numbers that we didn't even think we were going to be getting at the beginning of the season.
Nice.
So when we get to the playoffs here, we're going to have some strong teams, and it's going to be really interesting to see them battle off.
Yeah,
Wow.
the best part is the crazy names all the people came up with.
Yes.
I have no idea how hard it is to make the videos and say
Oh,
Alex's team name
Yes,
without
we've been-
making awful jokes.
Alex from the Dukes of Dice is a huge fan of Alexander Pfister,
Yeah.
the designer, and they live in Albuquerque. So his team is he wanted a championship team. His team name is the Albuquerque Fisters. Yep.
It's not appropriate
Every
at
time.
all.
No.
Every time.
It's not.
So yeah, we've been dabbling into video for the very first time ever, making these, you know, really not great. Don't watch them videos, but
They're awesome.
Every time we do one of these, we have to say, yeah, and the Albuquerque Fisters pulled out a big win this week. Oh god. And it's hard to get around some stuff like that.
Could
But
you say they
you're
really
Dustin's
stuck it
teeth.
in there?
Yeah.
Very nice.
He
Yeah, I'm
had one
Dustin's
last
teeth
week on one
from
of the
Stranger
outtakes.
Things. Is
I love that. I love that.
We watched Stranger Things since the beginning of the season, so now I get it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Sean's got the Doodle-Doos. I have people Uwe may know. Because Uwe Rosenberg came up in my friend Facebook like people you may know list one other day, and I'm just like, this is ridiculous. You're Eric Lang's Pinky Finger.
Do you have any Eric Lang games on your
No.
team at all? Which is the best.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. So that's pretty much been consuming our entire fall, which is good.
Crazy. But what are some games you guys are excited about?
Danielle, what do you hyped?
I'm really excited to play Feast for Odin again. We
Mm-hmm.
played it, like Tony said earlier, we had played it with him at Extra Life, and I really enjoyed it, even though I did not well.
Yeah.
But it's got so much of patchwork and so much of a really cool worker placement put together, and it's fun. It's
Nice.
super fun and giant, and you could probably weigh anything down with it.
Yeah, I was amazed. We were able to fit the entirety of Feast for Odin on a 3x3 folding table, like one of those standard foam top card tables.
Sure.
It took up every square inch of the table, but you know, like she said, if you love patchwork spatial element and you really like a worker placement kind of game, Euro, it
that's
does those things so
right up our alley.
great.
Oh, yeah.
So excited to jump.
I mean, you could also throw it at people.
Yeah.
Oh man.
If you can use it as a weapon, maybe.
Obviously, I am huge on Terraforming Mars.
Yeah.
Love it. You just finished your play. Congratulations on getting the second place.
So
I didn't
glad
get
it's done.
last.
But yeah, I taught that.
I
this
didn't get
morning.
last either though.
I know. High five.
No, but you stopped at third. Like we only played with 3 people. I noticed that. It's okay. I'm just like internally, there's just like this little marker and just one more mark. Like, okay, Rob got third. But there's more people playing.
But I taught Terraforming Mars to 4 new people this morning, and we went straight in and I put in every variant. We started at no production. We drafted every single round. With teaching, the game took about 2 hours 40, which if you want to get
With
into
all
a
brand new
Euro,
people, that's really not that bad.
yeah, for 5 people, that's great. And if you want a game that will be your game, this is your big game for the
Yeah.
night, and you want a big Euro, it's fantastic. Like, I am going to have a very hard time choosing between, you know, that and Scythe for my game of the year right now.
That's awesome.
I will say that I mean, of course, I'm not a big Euro fan, but I love the theme. I actually really like the components of the game. I like Stronghold games. I would play it again.
Yeah.
Now knowing the rules better, thank you, Trevor, and getting all that stuff done, I would play it again, but it was fun. It wasn't as boring as Euro games are to
Yeah.
me. Like, it was interactive, but it wasn't interactive because people buying cities, and now we're replacing that city is
Yeah, yeah.
important. And so, you know, a lot of my gripe with Euro games is Roy doing something doesn't affect me at all. I don't care. I've got my engine that I'm doing, but this game, your engines affect my engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I do like that whole social interaction where your turn matters to me. I don't have to go get a drink.
Roy's small animals are going to eat your plant production. And
Yeah.
it's really
Our
gonna
game
screw
took
you.
forever because Rob early in the game put it where the heat or whatever makes
thermalist.
the thermal makes it get extra points at the end of the game. So me and Rob were just trying to build up and build up and build up our heat.
In my
and I
defense.
was ahead, but Rob was slowly catching up. So like he wouldn't spend any and I wouldn't spend any. So it just drug the game on forever. Because
In
I
my
was finally
defense,
like,
Trevor
let's
was
just
like,
end this.
"Oh yeah, you can go ahead and get that, and then you'll get the 5 points." because you're the first one to do it. So I thought, not being like the one with the most at the end, if I pay for this now, I'm definitely going to get the 5 points, and somebody will pay to get 2 points. Come to find out later, and find out this hoarder here of the why he's holding all the points. That's how you do that. So it was just lack of communication, but again, not pointing fingers. I'm just straight up saying it was Trevor. It was Trevor Roberts.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it was just your misunderstanding while the rules were going on.
Well, when I said, "Hey, can I pay for this?" and I get this, he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay."
Nice.
So
The thing that's just amazing about that game is that it is the Euro game that has enough theme to get people excited, because everything you do in that game feels like a thing that you would be doing if you terraform Mars. Like, these cards might be things we actually use. It might actually take us 7 generations to do this. You know,
well, it's also relevant right now.
Yeah.
I mean, with SpaceX and everything else happening right now, it's a conversation that people are having.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but if you want to hear us gush more about terraforming Mars, you can just go listen to our podcast where we talked about it for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So we can move on. Can I talk about 5-Minute Dungeon?
Oh yeah, totally.
Wow, that was fun. So
Yeah, you
brought
bro.
that with you, right?
Yeah, I got a early review copy of it and did a review for their Kickstarter and stuff. But I've been showing it off to a bunch of people around here, and everybody's been loving it.
I had wanted to play a real-time game. Like, I had wanted to grab Escape, and I almost grabbed Escape once.
I love Escape.
And, other real-time games like that. Stellar Conflict is kind of fun because you get that 1 minute of real-time moving stuff around. But, that was exactly the real-time game that I wanted, because it really is just we all have our fun thing we can do, and we're all trying to do something together, and you're just, God, that was so much fun.
It feels very cooperative, and the fact that it is less than 5 minutes. It's 5-minute dungeon, but if you get to 5 minutes, you've lost the game.
Yeah.
So it's super short, super quick to play, and you're all like, dude, you have this card, you have this card, you have this card. We've talked about it on the podcast a bunch of times because we've just been playing it and being excited about it, but I'm super excited that you guys got to play.
Yeah, so thank you for bringing that.
Awesome. So do you guys have any projects or anything that you guys are working on, or things that are coming up?
Have you heard about our fantasy board game league? No, I mean, really, that pretty much is everything that we're focused on right now.
That is not everything we are doing right now. We're also involved in Jamie Stegmeyer's charity auction with collector copies of Scythe that he's doing this week in December.
Boom.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
So if you are interested in getting a really fancy copy of Scythe, which you should be because it's Scythe and it's really fancy and pretty and awesome, and you're interested in supporting Pines for Prostates, which is a charity to help awareness with prostate cancer, you can go and bid on our entry in that charity auction.
Yeah, and I think that goes up the first week of December.
First 6th, I believe.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. He did this previous year with the Super Collector's Edition of Viticulture in Tuscany. Gotcha. And, raised a ton of money for charity. And this time he reached out to a whole bunch of other people, and we are part of that.
Nice.
And it's really awesome. Everybody's getting to pick a charity they really support. And, yeah, we're excited to see how that goes. I'm sure it's going to go great. I mean, it's the Art Collector's Edition of Scythe.
Gotcha.
It's the best top-of-the-line Scythe. So,
giant board, all the nice little components and stuff.
Yes.
It's great.
Cool.
Awesome. So if people want to look you up on the internet or find your podcast, where can they find all that stuff?
Just type Draft Mechanic into your search bar for anything, because we actually just registered Draft Mechanic for everything. So Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, draftmechanic.net for the website. We are not on Snapchat.
No, I need to get Tony to explain what the heck Snapchat is supposed to be for.
You don't know.
Get it.
We don't need it.
It's not good for our media.
And we're pretty much on everything that is a thing.
Depends on the kind of pictures you're trying to take.
Oh, but it only lasts 6 seconds.
I
really love this game.
Instagram can do all that stuff already now. Anyway,
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we started on Instagram and we ended up doing the podcast. Oh yeah, we have the Board Game Geek Guild. It's 2470, where you can hear all of our fantasy board game league trash talk and stuff like that. And yeah, we're gonna go play some more games.
Awesome. Super stoked. We're definitely gonna try to make sure to play some more stuff with you guys.
Yeah.
So. Cool.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, well, thanks so much
Finish
for
your
coming on the
thing.
show. Guys, make sure to check out.
I've had an amazing time.
Awesome. I guess we're going to take a second where me and Rob can talk about something. Rob, sit here.
That's my phone.
It's fun. It's fun. It's fun.
I dropped it.
Cool. So we want to talk about a couple games we've been playing. You want me to start or you want to go first?
You can go ahead and
Awesome. So we played the Game of Thrones board game, the Iron Throne.
Loved it.
It is basically Cosmic Encounter, but with Game of Thrones characters, where you're using the different characters and they're collecting power, and you each have your own deck of power cards. It's got a lot of subtle differences from Cosmic Encounter, but it's still got a lot of that negotiation and backstabbing.
Yeah.
And sometimes this game actually feels a lot more brutal because you can take hostages from each other's deck and
you could
get rid of
torture
those
them and
hostages,
kill them.
torture them and kill them.
Yeah.
So we played, and Trevor was like, I think both games we were attacking Trevor to win. In the game that I played, Trevor was playing he was the Baratheons both times. And he was playing a card that would like randomly select the card that you played to fight against him.
Well, no, the card that he would play is, like, let's say you put down your best card, like your most points. It would retract that card, you shuffle it back in your hand, and then he gets to randomly select a card back out. Hoping that it's not going to be that high point card.
So it was hilarious because I had worked with everybody in a team, and I was trying to get Rob to join me in on this final attack. And my friend Braden was also in with me on this final attack. I was like, Rob, come on, do it.
But a battle that involves Trevor and Ray, I don't trust either of them. So
I was like, come on, like, we've worked together, we're both at the same point, we can win the game together. As far as Cosmic Encounter goes, like, I'm one of those players that, like, I don't care, like, I'll win with other people. Like, I'm not a win like by myself. I mean, sometimes maybe.
Yeah, but you just like to be in that W category.
Yeah, but I like to be in the W category. So we did a thing where everybody knew, they had seen earlier in the game that I had a 20 card in my hand, like the strength. And so I had attacked. Everybody knew I was probably going to win. Yeah. So I played my 20 card. Yeah. Trevor played the card that shuffled it back into my hand, and then he randomly pulled out the 20 card again. So I super killed him again.
Absolutely.
And you guys played a game later after I'd gone to bed.
And the exact same outcome happened, but it happened 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
So again, Trevor, fantastic at explaining rules, started to make up rules as we're playing.
Trevor's
the game.
Gonna never listen to our podcast again.
And no, I love Trevor. It's a lot of fun. You never know what version of the game you're going to play. So he plays this card where it allows him to retract the card, and then he plays the card again. And I didn't know you could play the same house card again, but again, it was to benefit Trevor. So that rule came out, and so then he did it again, and then he played that card again. So 3 times he retracted my card. And 3 times he kept pulling out my top 10 card, and awesome. It was absolutely amazing. And I was nervous the whole time, and because I was like, bro, you can't do that, you're cheating. He was like, no, and the rules doesn't say you can't do that. And so and so he did it again. And it was like, hold on, I can do it again, but the rules, Trevor, you can't do that. That's too powerful of a combo. Well, the rules doesn't say I can't do that. But it was also like 1:30 in the morning, and so I just didn't care. And so then he did it again, and then I still won, pulled out my top card. But I really like this. I personally actually like this more than Cosmic.
I think the variety in Cosmic, and I still really like the space theme. I really like the fact that there's artifacts you can play kind of whenever, and there's a lot of more craziness that goes on in Cosmic.
There's one thing about Cosmic that I like better, and that's when you're supporting. I feel like you can contribute more when you're supporting.
There's reinforcement cards and things like that you can help your team out when you're attacking in Cosmic a little bit more. And in this game, whenever you're supporting, you just support the power of your character.
But the taking of the prisoners and then torturing them and stuff like that, because when you're doing is you're taking your house and you have 4 different characters to go with your house on top of your leader. If you kill off somebody's character, you're really taking away their in Cosmic the UFOs, and in the game the crowns. I mean, you're really hurting people really bad. And so really love that conflict. And then also the whole truce and betrayer type of a thing. Like, that was terrible. Did you experience that with us?
What happened?
Oh my goodness. So like, if you say, hey Roy, I trust you. Let's truce it up.
You get to steal guys from everybody on the opposite side.
Yes.
Awesome. But I definitely like the Iron Throne. I feel like it's awesome. I feel like they're so similar. I don't know that you necessarily need to own both. But if you really like the Game of Thrones theme.
Well, it's theme, and do you want space or do you want knights?
Fantasy. Space or fantasy. Really do you want sci-fi or fantasy? So crazy aliens or crazy backstabbing incestual people. So
I would get it, not because that I find my sister attractive or anything like that, but it's new and it's hot, and it's just something that you don't, where you said incestual sister loving.
Gotcha. I didn't know you were going to go that far down the rabbit hole. I was trying to pass.
Have you seen our guests? So I just, I liked it. And also Cosmic, I'm semi-completionist, and there's so much out there with Cosmic. I feel like I would be good with just getting the Iron Throne.
So go through the other game that we played.
We played Conan, which was a Kickstarter back in 2007 that just came out. Not that long ago. No, it was not that long ago, but it was a couple years ago. But we ended up playing Conan, and Conan is another version. It's a different format, but it's a zombie side, button pusher, smacking. You got a mission, and it's basically there's general campaigns, but it's more or less a glorified skirmish. And it was 1 versus many. Our goal was to protect this priestess, and Trevor was
the overlord.
Was the overlord, and he didn't want us to worry about his points and stuff like that. For us to just play. And he's trying to kill the priestess within 8 turns or less.
What do you think about the mechanics of this game? I really like the whole jewel system.
Yes, I
where you
was about to get into
spam
that.
stuff.
I do like that because it made you where the point of the game is X amount of players, you get, let's just say 7 jewels, and you're going to have 3 in reserve. Well, unless you rest, you're only going to get 2 of those jewels back. And so you have to spend a jewel to move, you have to spend a jewel to attack, you have to spend a jewel to interact with chests or to hand off potions. And so your jewel count matters. Your jewel count also matters, though, for defending. And so you don't necessarily want to be super aggressive on your turn because knowing who you're going to play against, they may want to try to attack you a lot. You want to be able to defend because you die once you run out of jewels. And so not when you just run out of jewels using them, but if they hit you enough, you have to discard your jewels to another location. And once they're all in that location, you're dead. Not to take up too much more time, but I really liked it. I really liked the board. I thought the artwork on the board was beautiful, very well done, very detailed, and so I like that.
I like how the game feels like it's set up to make epic moments. There were so many things that were just so epic in the game. As you're Conan runs up the hill, spins all 5 of his jewels to chuck 7 dice and deal tons of damage to the guy.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
And this guy goes over and kills this thing so that you can run around over here, and there's all sorts of crazy.
Oh, the way we ended, we wrecked Trevor. It was just amazing the way that the game ended. But the one last thing I'll say that I like about this that I wish other games would implement is line of sight. They would have a location, and in the middle of that location would be a dot, and you would have to match up dots to different location. Where a lot of other games, line of sight is a corner to a corner or something like that. I thought that was very smooth and very fluid. I really like that, and I could see that being implemented in other games to help them out better. But Conan, if you back-started it several years ago, it's finally coming in soon. So,
in theory.
Possibly.
Awesome, guys. Well, this has been our live Mace episode of the Epic Gaming Night podcast. We normally stream these on Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure to check us out at youtube.com/Epic Gaming Night. Make sure to hit us up on Twitter and Instagram. We do lots of conversations with people there. We're always posting pictures of all the games we're playing. And we have a favorite game Friday thing we're doing now, too, that we have a bunch of different contributors talk about their favorite game. We have the draft mechanic people on there. We're trying to get different people on there to have a good variety of different varieties of people's favorite games. So make sure to check that out, become part of the community over there, and I guess we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, we'll be together on Tuesday. You guys can't come. It's just closed. But did you block me out? Is this that awkward ending? Because the screen went away. We're gonna be on Tuesday, but you guys will see us on Thursday, and we'll see Matt. Oh, and this is when you do this is where I say something awkward.
Yes.
Is this where I do that I don't know.
Like you've been doing for the whole rest of the podcast?
It's just another podcast.
Peace!
Booty.